Trump supporters, the alt-right and Afrikaner nationalists love to bring up white genocide in South Africa. What they ignore is the cause of it all is poverty, problems with public services, and wealth disparity. And they don't understand that these problems are caused by white South Africans, 9.1% of the population owning over 70% of land, property and capital. It's just an example of the chickens coming home to roost.
Doctors gawk at baby parts. I mean, that's where it all starts. Telling babies what they are. Forcing it on these sweethearts. As if they're some avatar. You force girls to play with dolls. As proto-moms. So bizarre. You force boys to play with trucks. Because you know they have balls. Though children give zero fucks. You hide them from trans and gays. You think kids are sitting ducks. And you think you deserve praise. Till you find that was a phase.
The court must be ridiculed for what it unwisely ruled. Innocence is a privilege, so of course, you have been fooled. How we have such sacrilege? If new evidence gets found, your life's still on a knife's edge. So justice truly is blind. To avoid a battleground, data must be left behind. Death holds out his bony hand. Try to keep your peace of mind, and follow every command. You're welcomed in the new land. I tried to stop the implant, but it would just disenchant. It disenchanted the shield. That caught spells, but now it can't. Our existence turns congealed. The implant would awaken. It was a grim battlefield. The troops had been sacrificed. The sirens had been shaken. Because of the Antichrist. We went down the rabbit hole. That disjointed the zeitgeist. Now we're under new control. Where they've fermented our soul. That's what supremacists say. Though hued souls did anyway. They still came up with it first. That should diffuse the melee. Pallid logic is reversed. It wants credit for all things. Well, except for being cursed. Erase the color of death. Lurking under darker wings. Becoming a shibboleth. And they'll even debate that. With every weakening breath. Diving like an acrobat. That's where their control is at. A mole a woman's face bears. So truly she combs its hairs. So deemed a sign of beauty, she has sprouted many pairs. Long thought a snob, so snooty. All's envy surrounds her warts. As if disdains their duty. No beauty covers their face. No beauty of any sorts. Perfect skin, such a disgrace. What is beauty if plural? The smile like toads you'll showcase. Her face, a darkened mural, shines from urban to rural. We should be very alarmed. The teachers need to be armed. We should bring back God and prayers. That way, schools will be unharmed. That will ward off the slayers. Like cops being safe outside. Get off the arms of your chairs. Let's assume we know psychos. And let's think all things were tried. And now let's judge the heroes. As athletes not playing games. That's what law enforcement shows. We shouldn't conceal their names. Nor advocate their weak claims.
The foreigner is so falsely accused. This is why you find them cruelly abused. Blamed by the liars they are for welfare. It leaves the new settlers dazed and confused. It's we the xenophobes tell to beware. Therefore, we become victims of their lies. Then we realize who is the real bugbear. We saw inside the grotesque cloak and mask. How could we be fooled by such a disguise? That's the question we always have to ask. We were so blinded by our prejudice. We enjoyed the filthy taste from the flask. We have turned away from the precipice. The myth of strange deadbeats we now dismiss. A porn star so naughtily prolific, her father's stance you would think horrific, but he, like any father so grateful, finds her decision quite honorific. Then incels, with their judgments too hateful, will opine on unmarried motherhood. Statistics they'll quote as highly fateful, as if surveys are ever absolute. Her dad will prove data misunderstood, because he is his daughter's strongest root. Now, from what of the incel does that prove? Would the father or the data be moot? The father fate doesn't need to remove. Thoughts of the incel we must not behove.